What you doing with this car? It's my brother's car.
Where's your brother?
Where is he? Where's Henry at?
Where's your brother? Where is he? You tell me where he is or I'm gonna kill you. Where is he?
Hi everybody, I'm Peter Travers and welcome to Popcorn, where we tell you what is happening at the movies. And there's a happening now called The Rover, which I think is a terrific movie, even though it's about the world being truly screwed up. And it stars really two screwed up guys, Pearce and Robert Pattinson. So welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You got it in a nutshell.
I really did, didn't it? It was just...
And I wish I'd heard that before we started doing the rest of the press. I'm going to steal that line.
Just take it away. But when you do a movie like this, and you guys are in the Outback, now for Guy, he's no stranger to the Outback. He's probably done tons of walkabouts.
I pretty much live there.
Yeah, and I don't know about it. But you've cleaned up good, but you've spent a lot of time together making this movie out there in kind of nowhere. When did it happen that you both got really irritated with each other?
About an hour ago.
Really? That's good.
No, I don't think we...
Irritated?
I don't think we did we? I mean...
I never got irritated with you.
No. Well, I was just constantly
Suggestion.
irritated by him.
Yeah.
No, I think, I mean, it's a tough thing to do, to obviously spend an entire movie with one other person. But, you know, obviously there's the whole team, there's David. But, and it's a really specific kind of film as far as... You know, we kind of kept laughing every day and having to remind ourselves what it was we were actually doing, because the film's so, it really operates on another level, that all our sort of behaviour in the film is kind of second to what's kind of going on in the bigger picture, I suppose. So we did find ourselves laughing at the ridiculous things that we were doing, I think, yeah, knowing that they were leading to a bigger, more important kind of...
Yeah, I think normally the things you'd get irritated with another actor, you know, if you've got a very specific idea on how to play something and the other actor's not allowing you to do it. But I found with this, it was kind of, I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing before I turned up to work. So you can't really, you know, everything was kind of an equal and new experience.
Well, and we're also, you know, I mean, my character on some level kidnaps Rob, really, because I'm trying to track down his brother. His brother has stolen my car. In the car is something I need to do. So I basically just kidnap him. And so the relationship, I mean, someone asked us recently, you know, what did we do to bond and establish a relationship? Well, we don't have a relationship at the beginning of the movie anyway. So in a way, we're just two odd characters that have nothing to do with each other, but we're just stuck in the cabin of a truck for hours on end.
And your character is, even though he has a name in the credits, I never really hear you call him anything.
No, I don't think I realised that.
He's Eric, but he's like, how did I find that out?
Yeah, it could have been Debbie, really, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Let's call him Debbie.
Let's call him Debbie. Yeah, Debbie, that day. But we should say that. I mean, I did a terrible job of setting that up to say that, yes, these three guys have stolen Eric's or Debbie's car. And he's mad about that and wants it back and takes their car and goes after them. Comes up with Ray, which is spelled R-E-Y, which is also slightly irritating. I don't know
because
why.
Reynolds.
There you go.
Yeah.
See? So we know that.
I never
That's
thought
right.
about
And
that
in fact, I think my character, written in the script, it didn't even say Eric, it just said man.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was just man.
Could have said guy.
The man.
That would have been really confusing.
I wouldn't have done the movie if it had said that.
Yeah, just be too close to who you are.
That's right, exactly. Yeah.
But your character is not that smart, is he? He's mentally challenged. He's
Kind of. I mean, what I sort of established with Dave Michaud, he was just someone who's everyone thinks is in some way challenged, but he's actually not. And so he's just been told he is the entire time. So when his relationship with Guy, it's like the only time he's really had any kind of autonomy in his thoughts. So it's kind of the mechanism of actually thinking is so rusty, or maybe hasn't ever even been used. And so it's kind of, you know...
Well, it's a lack of independence, isn't it? I mean, he's never really had to be independent, so...
Yeah, he's been treated like he's like disabled in some ways, and just really bullied because of it as well. Like, you know, instead of being mollycoddled or anything, everyone's like, "You're such an idiot," and just, you know, you're being slapped no matter
Half-wit,
what.
he's called, I think.
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah,
he?
I call him a half-wit.
You do call him that. Yeah.
Which sounds like the most insulting thing in the world, and I think my mum always calls me a half-wit. I've never
with
thought
love.
of it really aggressive.
That's right, with love. Yeah.
Well, it's great to be called that way. So, did you two stay in character because you could do that? Did you both take the Daniel Day-Lewis approach to your roles?
I was about to say no, we didn't stay, but then you mentioned Daniel Day. So, yep, we were in
We did.
character all the time. Whatever makes us seem the most credible.
I think we kind of were, in a funny sort of way, without even trying.
Yeah, I mean, we were all living together in little kind of motels along the way, and I mean, we were certainly able to let our hair down and, you know, and kind of step away from it a bit. But because you're out in that environment, it's hard to know when you're in character and when you're not in character, really, on some level.
It's the glamour life, though.
It was very
That
glamorous.
was how many weeks of shooting?
8? Was it 8?
There was something nice about just being able to, just wandering off. And I mean, these towns.
Well,
we're
it was
living
great
in,
for you because there was no paparazzi, no kind of, you know, it's terrible for me because I hate that if there's none around.
Yeah, you
I love
come
having
on.
them around.
You started that way. I remember last time I spoke to you in Australia. You were in a show called Neighbours,
yeah.
right? So didn't people follow you everywhere?
Yeah, that's right. We
You
used
weren't a vampire like Rob, but you were still.
I wasn't. Oh, well, I was in that I just would stay up all night. But yeah, I had a taste of that. But nothing like this, though. Nothing like what Rob goes through.
So the paparazzi gave up and wouldn't come to location here?
I mean, there was nowhere to stay. I mean, literally, because there'd be one hotel or something in each town, and so if you wanted to follow the crew around, you'd have to just you'd have to live in your car or something, and it's dangerous. I mean, so I think it happened once. There was
one guy turned up, and our crew were like, "Right, where is he?"
waiting the whole time for it to happen.
It's so sad. And it's one lone paparazzi.
I know.
He was probably out there for something else anyway. Probably went there years ago to see Mel Gibson in Mad Max or something, and
just been
got
out
lost.
the whole time.
Oh, there's Rob Pattinson. I'll get a photo of him
I'm
instead.
gonna do it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so as we come to the end, Guy knows this. It's our musical part. Now, look, I don't want to hear that because both of you are musicians. You may not have recorded anything. You're guitar players. You
it's not
sing.
some- it's
You
not-
sing in the movie.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Well,
yeah,
you
massive.
do.
Should we sing that song? It's the.
Can you duet to it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's gone. I can't remember any
Yeah, I
of the
can't
words.
remember. I think that's the issue with this. It's not so much that we're not musical. It's the suddenly think of a song to sing.
It wasn't.
It's
sudden.
the anxiety.
You've had it in your head for
I
ages.
thought-
There's always something that's in our heads. We all
you
listen
wouldn't
to
do
music.
that anymore.
I can suddenly feel like my
Sweaty.
hands clamming.
When Guy was here, he had said, well, this is it. You started doing theater. You did Wizard of Oz.
It was
So
one
is
of
that
the
your
things
first
that I
thing?
did. It wasn't my first thing, but it was one of
But
the
it was
things. We
one
talked
of the
about
first.
Wizard of Oz.
We talked
that's right.
about that before. And you, I heard, did Guys and Dolls. So what did you play?
Cuban dancer 2.
Oh, during that particular moment where she's there. So you didn't move on in school to that next step.
No, that was in my little amateur theatre company, and yeah, that was the first thing I ever did. I had to do a dance routine with a rose in my mouth.
And yet, humming a snippet of a song is beyond him, even though he had a rose in his teeth.
Well, he probably got to rehearse the rose in his teeth dancing
You
thing.
mean in all that time in Australia, you two didn't take out a guitar and sing a
No.
little
We
song?
had some
See?
guitars there.
At 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning.
Well, pretend that
Perhaps-
for
perhaps
Can
a
I
little
bring
drunk.
the lights down, to this?
There's like a lot of pressure now.
I know I'm not good enough. Like literally, I'm too competitive, and like.
But
you know,
this
so many
segment of
people
the
are
show
gonna
is
watch it.
never about being good enough. It's always being about not being able to hold back a little snippet of some kind of melody.
Well, you know this is a love story, this movie, right?
I know it. And he's the singer in the movie.
So exactly, you're the singer in the
Yeah.
movie. So if I sing, "This is our last goodbye,"
Oh, because you're good at doing. I can't
I hate
do
to
it.
feel the love between us die. I can't remember that. I can't.
But the reaction to it was really,
priceless.
really priceless. Yes, I've never seen anyone kind of crawl up into themselves and disappear on this show before. But
But now you have.
It's a first. Thank you. Thank you,
Thanks.
Rob. Thank you, God.